I had to do a presentation to a bunch of grades 9 to 12 students, and it was really engaging. They got really into it. We were talking about how I write, what my process is, and then we talked about what their process is. And we had some really great questions from the audience, and this is TD Book Week, and it's awesome.
Could you outline some of the questions they asked?
When I brought up the idea that you could actually write for a living, like 6 hands went up. They were like, oh yeah, how do you do that? How do you manage to write for a living? So there was a lot of interest in that, which is common in this age group because they're starting to think what they can do with their lives. So that was really interesting. We also talked about how a book goes from, starting on the page to actually getting published. And that was, I think, of interest to people. Well, I talked a lot about having the courage to share because I think that's really important. A lot of us create things in the safety of our own homes and then tell no one about them. And I don't even like to think about how many brilliant novels, how many gorgeous pieces of art are sitting at home that have never been shared. So that's one of my big points to kids this age, is to share with courage. Don't just share things that are dumb and that it happens to your friend and somebody falls off the subway. Actually share things you've created that you would be proud of. I think that's so important at this age. Yeah, so this is TD, Canadian Children's Book Week. Every year, TD sponsors 30 authors, illustrators, and storytellers to travel around Canada outside of their home province to bring their stories to classrooms and libraries all over Canada. So I'm one of the chosen authors this year, which is awesome. And I got sent to Manitoba, so I've already been all over. And tomorrow I'm going to Winnipeg. So I'm a journalist. I'm a trained journalist. So I worked at CBC for 14 years in radio, in podcasting, and websites. And I still write. I write for the Globe and Mail and anyone else who would like to take my writing. I'm a digital journalist, so I tell most of my stories online, infographics, podcasts, lots of great visuals, plus I write in the tech industry. That's what I do in my real life. In the mornings, I write fiction. In the afternoons, I write nonfiction.